Okay, this is the helper video to explain what we did in class uh, for systems of equation substitution. Okay, so if I'm doing substitution, that means I'm replacing something with something else in order to solve this equation. Now, if I zoom in, so you can see a little better, we know that x is equal to 5, right? So basically in this first equation, I'm going to replace this x with a 5, because we're going to substitute it. So now this equation can be written as y equals 5 plus 2, because I just substituted the x with a 5. And now I can add those two together, and we get y equals 7. Okay, so we're not done quite yet. So we know x is 5 and y is 7, and we want to write our answer as a coordinate pair, and so we're going to put it in parentheses 5 comma 7. Okay, and some people were confused on the order of the letters, and so think about it as x comma y. And how do I know which letter comes first? Well, think of it alphabetically. A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z. Okay, X comes before Y, right? So that's how I know the 5 comes before the 7. All right, next one. Same sort of thing. Y is equal to 7. Substitute that in there. So now I know that X equals 7 minus 3. And now I know that x equals 4, and then I'm going to put it in my parentheses. My answer is 4 comma 7. Okay, and once again, we're going to substitute negative 3 in place of y, and we have x equals negative 3 plus 5. So now we know that x equals 2, and my answer is 2 comma negative 3. Make sure you have your numbers in the correct order. Copy as many of these questions into your notes as you feel you need to understand this. Okay, a little bit more. So let's practice this. Alright, so I'm going to substitute negative 3 in for x, and now I've got negative 3 plus y equals 10. I'm going to add 3 on both sides, because we're trying to solve for y, right? So I'm going to add 3 on both sides. If you have multiple color pens and highlighters, it might really help you if you're struggling with the concept. Negative 3 plus 3, we're going to end up with y equals 10 plus 3, which is going to be 13. Okay, you might want to hit pause and rewind to see if you need extra help on this one that I just showed. So now my answer is negative 3 comma 13. Okay, because the x value is negative 3, the y value is 13. Next one, same sort of thing. I'm going to replace x with 19. So now this can be written as 2 times 19 plus y equals 15. Okay, now I need to do a little bit of algebra. First, what is 2 times 19? 38. So now I've got 38 plus y equals 15. Next step, we're solving for y. So I'm going to subtract 38 on both sides. And that makes this go away. And now I have y equals 15 and negative 38 gives me, hit pause, negative 23. Students in class had troubles with it. They might have accidentally written positive 23, and some people wrote something different. So we have 19 comma negative 23. You may want to hit pause and think about this if you're having trouble. as I mentioned before, highlighters and different color pens really make it easy. You may want to consider using that sort of thing. Okay, I'm going to substitute 2x in place of y. So now I'm going to rewrite this equation as x plus 2y equals 12. Right? I substituted y. Oops! Almost messed that up. I substituted y with 2x. Okay, so now I got x plus 2x. That's going to give me 3x equals 12. Divide both sides by 3. I get x equals 4. So what's our answer? Oh, we have to solve for y, don't we? So we know y is equal to 2x. So I can rewrite this as y equals 2. And we know that x is 4, right? So I'm going to substitute the x with 4. And now I've got y equals 2 times 4. And now I know y is equal to 8. So my answer is 4, 8. Okay, I could have put the 4 into the first equation. If I had done that, I would have gotten x plus 4 equals 12, right? If I had substituted 4 into the first equation, and then if I had subtracted 4 on both sides, I would have gotten, oops, messed that up. It should have been 4 there. Well, we would have subtracted 4 on both sides, and we would have gotten y equals 8. So, another way to do it. Okay, task 3. Okay, a little bit trickier, but you should be able to do this. You may want to hit pause after each question if you need. Okay, y is equal to 2x plus 1. Okay, so I'm going to replace y with 2x plus 1. Right? So let's do that. So this becomes x plus 2x plus 1 equals 19. Okay, I didn't really need to write these parentheses, but let's combine things now. So x plus 2x is going to give me 3x, and then we have plus 1 equals 19. Okay, you might want to hit pause if you need extra time. Okay, so now we want to subtract 1 on both sides, and then we end up with the 1 minus 1 that cancels out, and I have 3x equals, and 19 minus 1 gives me 18. Okay, and then the next step is I divide both sides by 3, and then I end up with x equals 6. Okay, now I still need to solve for y. So we know, I'm just going to rewrite this equation over here. We know that y equals 2x plus 1, correct? I just rewrote it. And now I'm going to substitute x with a 6, because we know x is 6 now. So now we can rewrite this as y equals 2 times 6 plus 1, since we just substituted the x with the 6. And now I've got y equals 12 plus 1. You might want to hit a pause anytime you need extra time. And then I know y is equal to 13. So our final answer is parentheses 6, 13. Okay. You should copy as many of these as you need to help you understand this. Okay, next one. We know x is equal to this, So I'm going to substitute x with the 3y minus 5. Okay, I'm just going to draw a line here to separate the two questions. There's not really that much space. Okay, so let's rewrite this first equation. 3y minus 5 plus 2y equals 30. What did I just do? I substituted x with 3y minus 5. I substituted the blue for the blue. All right, now we can combine the like terms. 3y plus 2y, that's going to give me 5y, and now we've got this minus 5 equals 30. You might want to hit pause if you need time to think about that. Okay, next I'm going to hit add 5 on both sides of the equation, and now I've got 5y equals 35, and then we divide both sides by 5 and we end up with y equals 7. Okay, now we need to solve for x. So just to make things simpler, I'm going to rewrite the second equation. The second equation was x equals 3y minus 5. All I've done is rewritten the second equation over here. And I'm going to substitute, instead of writing y, I'm going to write 7. Okay, so now I've got x equals 3 times 7 minus 5. And what is 3 times 7? 21. X equals 21 minus 5. And then, well, what is 21 minus 5? X is equal to 16. Okay, so our final answer, we can write this as 16, 7. Okay, and last one. Okay, so we're going to substitute x minus 4 in place of y. Now don't forget this 2 in the first equation. Okay, I'm going to draw a line here to separate these two questions, so that we don't get things all confused. Okay, so now I've got, rewriting the first equation, 2x plus 2 parentheses x minus 4 equals 16. The parentheses is really important because I'm replacing y with x minus 4. And these parentheses are needed because of this 2 is going to have to be distributed to each item in the parentheses. So if I multiply x times 2 times x and 2 times negative 4, we end up with 2 times x gives me 2x, and 2 times negative 4 is going to give me negative 8. And we still have this 2x from here, and then this plus 2, and we still have this equals 16. You might want to hit pause and think about this. Okay, now I can combine the like terms. 2x plus 2x is going to give me 4x, and we have minus 8 equals 16. So I want to add 8 on both sides of the equation to make this negative 8 go away. And now I've got 4x equals, and 16 plus 8 is, you're correct, 24. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 4, and I get x equals 6. Okay, so now we're almost done. I'm going to rewrite the second equation, y equals 6, and then minus 4. What did I just do? I just rewrote the second equation, and I substituted this 6 in place of that, and so now we've got that. So now we can say, well, what is 6 minus 4? correct. The answer is 2. So, and then I can write my answer as the ordered pair, 6, 2. I hope this was helpful. Please copy this into as much of this as you need into your notes. Thank you.